Welcome to the Team Deneb War Driving and Wireshark lab. In this lab, we'll be demonstrating what war driving is using the application iStumbler, as well as some methods and uses of Wireshark to acquire username and passwords, browser history, as well as purchasing history and profiling information. So you can see here, our members are getting ready to war drive by getting in their car. In this lab, you'll need 4 main tools. First, a car, a laptop, Wireshark, and a war driving app, such as iStumbler.
While war driving, we used the application iStumbler to see what networks we could find. Using this application, we could see what networks show up within our proximity, if they are secure or not, and the level of their signal strength. Also, we could see their MAC address and vendor of what wireless router they are using. Also, we can see the location of each router, and by using this, we can go into Google Maps, copy and paste the location into the search bar, and figure out where each router is approximately located as seen on the video. Here you can see the location of our test router that we use for this lab.
For the rest of the lab, we'll be using Wireshark, acquiring username and passwords.
To begin, we open up the Wireshark application. We want to make sure that we have the correct IP address feeding in and that all other options are correct, such as that there's no preset filter. For our war driving activity, we want to make sure that we're filtering only HTTP packets. Once the packet starts streaming in, we're going to look for a post packet that will hopefully have username and passwords, as well as other information. Once we find it, we look at the TCP stream, and in here it shows what website the person was viewing, the OS that the computer they were running has, the browser they were using, and looking further, you can see the username and password.
User profiling with Google searches.
As we further examine the packets that are being filtered through the network router, we can use this packet sniffer to see what kind of activity is going on the person's network. As you can see, this can be difficult with how much traffic comes through the packet sniffer. But in order to get a closer look at it without examining the TCP stream, the bottom half of the packet sniffer, we can see a little bit of preview of what's to come. Once we find something that we think may be interesting, we can click on it, go to the TCP stream, and see what is really on here. As we examine this closer, we see that he is on google.com and is searching for cyber forensics. This gives us a little bit more insight on what the subject is searching for.
User profiling with visited websites.
After we're continuing to use Wireshark, we are still trying to build a profile on the user. After scrolling down, we find something very interesting. We click on the get packet and follow the TCP stream. In the content, we are able to find out that the user has gone to ESPN.com. From here, we can assume that he is male and likes sports.
User profiling, purchasing preferences.
As we continue to monitor the packets coming in, we can see that the user is visiting Bonobos, which is an online male clothing retail. There's a lot of information here. It looks like he's doing some extensive shopping, and we're trying to show that you can see exactly where he's going on the website. And here you can see that he's looking for 9.5-inch board shorts. This just shows that you can gain a lot of personal information from someone who is using the internet over an unencrypted router. Information that can be gained includes banking information, travel information, interests, and likes, and this can all be used against someone. A way to avoid this is by simply putting a password on your router to protect all your personal information.
So the team's back from their war driving. They'll go inside, analyze the information that they've captured. Now, just to assure everyone, the router that we used was one of our own. The network was set up by us, so no outside networks were used in the making of this video. If you do connect to an outside router that is not owned by you, you can be legally penalized. In conclusion, we've gone over war driving using iStumbler and Wireshark, getting usernames and passwords, as well as making a user profile with browser history and purchasing trends. So thank you from Team Deneb.